In the 3 previous encounters in this competition, no more than a point has separated them at the finish, and I'll be very surprised if many points do so here at Central Park, Wigan this afternoon. After a foggy morning, the sun has broken through. It's a beautiful day and conditions could not be better underfoot. And it's Warrington to kick off from the left of your screens in the all-white shirt and the blue and primrose chevron. St Helens receiving on the right-hand side in red shirts and red and white chevron. Referee John Holsworth from Leeds, officiating in his first Lancashire Cup final, gets the game underway. In the 3 previous encounters in the Lancashire Cup finals, they've been very, very close between these two sides. And it should be as close as ever. Peter Gawley, good, strong Cumbrian forward. Well, Alec, you played for St Helens, you coached Warrington. How do you see the outcome for this game?
Well, I think it's going to be a very interesting game. A lot of people are saying that this game could be decided on goal kicking. But I think on this day today, with lovely playing conditions, we'll see a lot of good football and a lot of good tries scored.
Well, let's hope so. Mel James to play the ball. St Helens captain, number 13, Harry Pinner, obviously wanting to get the game deep down into that Warrington half. Oh, a nice move, nice move. Tony Cook, Warrington's early season capture from Lee, a good £10,000 bargain. Neil Courtney, oh, a good bruising run from Warrington, number 8, Neil Courtney. He'll be looking for a good game today. He used to play for St Helens, and there's nothing like old boys coming back to a side. Ken Kelly. And offside. Referee John Holsworth spotting Gary Murray running offside there. He'd be very, very keen to keep these two sides back, particularly in such good conditions. He'd want to see a good, fast, open game. And it's Steve Hesford, the Warrington full-back, to put the ball to touch. Just inside the St Helens half. Oh, and it's a good high kick, gaining fully 35 yards there. Warrington driving at the line, Tony Cook again. Young Mike Begley, this boy, only 19 years of age, signed early season from local amateur club St Patrick's. Bob Eccles, oh! Well, that was almost the first chance for Warrington's John Fieldhouse. But unfortunately, he couldn't get the ball in the first scrum of the match. Warrington now under the rule to have the loose head, the open side, and St Helens scrum half Neil Holding to put it in. But referee Holsworth isn't happy. He signals that he fed the ball to his own feet, and so it's a differential penalty. Tony Cook, well held by number 11 for St Helens, Gary Moorby. Oh, and Bob Eccles is, oh, and he's dropped it again. Well, what drama have we got in these early stages? Bob Eccles, Warrington number 11, already scored 10 this season, almost over, but another drop ball. And a quickly taken ball by Mel James. Won himself a penalty, someone using a little bout of fisticuffs against him. And Neil Holding to kick to touch. And St Helens have got an all-local back division, although with captain Harry Pinner there, they've been putting some good runs through from second rows. Gary Moorby and Peter Gawley at 11 and 12. Oh, and a good driving run again from Gary Moorby. St Helens paid £37,000 last season for this man, and he's certainly paying off now. Graham Liptrot. Pinner. Steve Peters. Still going. He's a strong lad, this Peters. He's been playing scrum half all season, but coach Billy Bennion has moved him to the out-half spot for this afternoon's match. Peter Gawley, well intended. Oh, good combination player. We mentioned these two second rows, Murphy and Gawley, who should be seeing a lot of them. And Neil Courtney picks that up. Well, that ball was gratefully received.
Well, it's very interesting to see this game because there have been two let-offs at either end of the field. First of all, Warrington with two simple chances, and then again, St Helens, having penetrated Warrington defence, I thought should have scored.
5 minutes gone, still no score, although Warrington have had the better chances. This chap, Bob Eccles, is Warrington number 11, a good pass out, Ronnie Dwayne. Well, it looked a forward pass, and it is a forward pass. The crowd might well roar, but referee Holsworth was straight on the spot, but in no hesitation. This Warrington side, a very experienced pack in Tony Cook, Eccles and Fieldhouse. A lot of power there, but those two men, Ken Kelly and John Bevan in the backs, will be the ones to watch this afternoon. Neil holding to number 7 St Helens to put the ball in. St Helens at the moment just having taken the only decent scrum of the game, and they take the second one. Well, a good example, crafty play from Neil Holding, trying out that young Warrington number 13 on the blind side, but he was up to it. Oh, Harry Pinner. Steve Peters. St Helens looking very, very dangerous when Peters or Pinner have the ball in midfield. They're switching it well. Roy Haggerty. He's a strong lad, is this Roy Haggerty. He's played regularly in the second row and at loose forward. Mel James. But no way through this time, Mel. An attempted drop. No, and it's hit the post. Neil Holding's attempted drop hit the post. But as Annie Murphy was saying earlier, I think this game could be so tight that those drop goals could influence the decision at the end.
Well, it's a very important stage of the game as well, because one side wants to get on top. St Helens are putting a tremendous amount of pressure on, and that point would have just broke the spell a little bit, helped both sides to settle down, and this is turning into a very interesting game indeed.
Kick to Steve Hesford. Inside his own 25. He's putting this ball on the floor and gaining a good distance with it.
Well, this is how tight this game is. Neil Holding lines it up, looks as though it's going in, just ricochets off the left-hand post, bangs back, and nobody following up. Could have been a very dangerous moment.
Ken Kelly looking to switch the ball. We'll probably find this afternoon Warrington's number 11, Bob Eccles, following Ken Kelly wherever he goes on this field to get that half gap. Here's Kelly again, weaving his magic, looking around. He's been in excellent form this season. Tony Cook. Oh. Yes, Steve Peters might well look shocked the St Helens standoff, but I don't think he'll get any change out of referee Holsworth. I think he's trying to say, I'm sorry, sir, it wasn't me, sir, but you can't throw short arms out like that.
Well, there's no problem at all what this was on for. Just watch Steve Peters here. He lets a right haymaker go. He swings over top of Tony Cook. If it had caught him, it had took him behind the Douglas stand. Wham! Ooh.
Steve Hesford with his second shot at goal. It's a much simpler one. It's immediately in front of the posts. About 37, 38 yards out. Steve Hesford, another one of these sort of round-the-foot kickers who comes in from an angle and slots it over with the instep. But he hits the post. And Steve Peters picks up. Well, we've had chances for goals, we've had chances for tries, but still, after 20 minutes, we remain at St Helens 0, Warrington 0. Well, James.
Well, I suppose St Helens fans will say this is only justice, because as Hesford strikes this ball, it looks as though it's going straight in the middle and just catches the upright as Neil Holding's kicked it just before that. It's fair justice.
Straight to Mike Kelly. But the tackling is as sound as ever. This is one thing about both these two teams. They've tightened up their defences this year, and there's no way down the middle. John Fieldhouse. Kelly. Fieldhouse again. Oh, well taken by Ronnie Duane. Paul Cullen. This man, St Helens number 6, Steve Peters, gets through a tremendous amount of tackling. John Bevan, the Warrington number 4. Kelly again, he seems to be in everything at the moment. Well, a high ball, and up and under from Steve Hesford. It's any, oh, well taken by, oh, a beautiful ball out. Yes, well, what an exhibition of football. We said not long ago that that man, Steve Hesford, might be the marksman. Here he is, the try scorer, to put Paul Fellows in for a beautiful try.
Well, would you believe this possible? Just watch this. Superb kick by Steve Hesford, who doesn't stop there, follows the ball, keeps his eye on the ball, but just watch this pass. Straight from Paul Daniels. Where's this come from? Here it comes, whoop, and there's young Flowers to deliver, takes it well, and scores a good try. Tremendous.
But these are the sort of kicks that this man usually can put over. No, he's just going across the face of the post. And so, just with that Paul Fellows try, the score stays at Warrington 3, St Helens 0. And at least that section of the Warrington crowd will be happy. Peter Gawley. Pinner. John Bevan, the Warrington centre, having a very strong game. Neil Holding looking for that pace that we mentioned, but he's been well policed. And a penalty. Yes, Neil just checks the back of his head. He's had a knock. And it should be a comfortable penalty for Neil Holding. It's immediately in front of the post and about 35 yards out. He's got a slight wind facing him. Oh, and another one bounces out. So that's the third kick that's hit the post. So the score still remains at Warrington 3, St Helens 0. And all these kickers seem to be having trouble with the wind.
Well, this is the incident. As Neil Holding gets the ball, he ducks down, and Bob Eccles is a very big lad, and I think he can find himself a little bit unfortunate on this tackle, but not for that one.
2 minutes to half-time. And Warrington's third scrum of the match. John Fieldhouse again. Oh, a good long ball to John Bevan. Mike Kelly. Still going, Ken Kelly. It's anyone's ball, but the referee signals a knockout. It's amazing what movement Warrington are making with such little possession. St Helens have had scrum figures of 7-3, and yet they still trail Warrington by 3 points to 0. Neil Holding. This young Warrington loose forward, Mike Gregory, is having a very handy game. Although he's just been penalised for that, I think a little rough play with Neil Holding. Well, he's getting his breath back. Looks to be winded. St Helens will certainly want this man back in the game. He's one of the few players in their back division who has real pace. A last-ditch effort now from St Helens in this first half. Gary Moorby. He's taking some stopping, is this St Helens number 11, Moorby. He's breaking the first tackle, but not quite getting through the cover defence. Chris Arkwright. But there's no way through the solid, sure John Bevan there. And there's the hooter. 40 minutes gone, and Harry Pinner, St Helens captain, might well throw that ball away in disgust. They've had possession figures 8-2, and yet that man Hesford has made the try to put Warrington in the lead by 3 points to 0. Warrington must be glad that they've been given permission by the Rugby League for this man, ex-British Lion John Bevan, to play today. He has to rush down to Ninian Park, Cardiff tonight for the Wales v Australia match tomorrow afternoon, and I'm sure they're going to be as grateful for his services as Warrington are today. St Helens to restart the second half. Neil Holding to kick off in the blue shirts, red and white V, but they must be wondering, how have we squandered all that possession of the first half?
Well, I think Billy Bennion, obviously, at half-time, will have a talk to this lad kicking off, Neil Holding, number 7, and say, we must run with the ball more, we must take people on. Because 8-2 possession and not a lot of breaks from the half-backs just tells you how much they've been wasting.
Warrington number 15, David Chisnall there, coming on for the other prop, Tony Cook. Brian Parks. But that substitution hasn't made any difference to the scrum figures. It's yet another ball for St Helens. Roy Haggerty. A very forceful runner, this centre. He might lack the graces of centre play, but he's certainly got the strength and the determination. Gary Moorby, St Helens number 11, losing the ball yet again. Oh, and a lovely 20-yard burst from Ken Kelly. Bob Eccles. If this Warrington number 11 can get into some space, he's got plenty of pace and power to break through. Young Mike Gregory, Warrington number 13. Dave Chisnall. Oh, a good tackle. A good tackle from Chris Arkwright. Brian Parks. Harry Ledger beats 2 men. But he doesn't beat Warrington number 8, Neil Courtney. Good strong tackle from Neil Courtney. Pinner. Dave Chisnall saying to Harry Pinner, don't come near me, lad, and Harry having a good laugh about it. Referee John Holsworth telling him quite bluntly what he wants. And he indicates that he butted him.
I think you'll find out here with David Chisnall, he's just a little bit impatient. He might give him a little bit of a tup here just to make sure, to let him know he's around. And he does.
Well, that infringement puts St Helens and number 7 Neil Holding back into the attack. 35 yards now from this Warrington line. Mel James. Not had much scope today, Mel James, for one of his block-busting runs. Gary Moorby. He's still going. Oh, he can't. Oh, he's still got it. Harry Pinner. Neil Holding. A good ball to Hegarty. Oh, but well covered. Well covered. Graham Liptrot, St Helens looking dangerous now. 5 yards from this Warrington line. Mel James. Peters. Gawley. One begins to wonder whether Warrington can soak up all this pressure. They've been doing it since this game began. Pinner is looking for the gap. And Ronnie Dwayne to bring away. Harry Pinner. Well, St Helens look frustrated, I think. They're going backwards with the ball
I think
now.
what we're finding with St Helens is with too many Chiefs and not enough Indians. There's nobody running with the ball and there's nobody supporting the man. This is the first time he's run with the ball, and what's he done with it? Straight to Steve Hesford.
And it's Steve Hesford coming away. Ken Kelly. Paul Cullen. And certainly with what few chances they've got, Warrington are making far more progress upfield. Calwell. Chisnall, Courtney. Chisnall, Kelly. Ken Kelly, Warrington number 7, more of a creative scrum half than his opposite number, Neil Holding, more for putting other people through to score rather than himself. John Fieldhouse, here's an opportunity. 15 yards now from the St Helens line, 6 tackle. Bob Eccles. Oh, and he's going over. And the referee gives a try. Well, there was a slice of luck with that kick from Bob Eccles, but it was reclaimed. And out to Mike Kelly, and that's the slice of luck that you need if you're going to take a Lancashire Cup final.
Well, you need a little bit of luck in rugby league, and this is counted as a little bit of luck. Bob Eccles puts a kick, looks harmless, just touches the St Helens man, just touch it, and who's there? Only Steve Hesford. Good pair of hands to Mike Kelly, quick hands, and Mike Kelly does very well to squeeze in at the corner. Good try.
He's got the height, it's well lofted, well. If we had a competition to hit these posts, I don't think one player on here would hit the post. And this is the 4th occasion that we've had the post hit this afternoon by both goal kickers.
Well, this is a beautiful strike. He strikes this absolutely magnificent. But where's this going to go? He must think his luck's going to change. This is the 2nd occasion, just clips the post and out. How lucky can you be? And it's coming back. Where's it going to come to? Obviously this side of the line.
8 yards from this St Helens line. Bob Eccles. Every time he touches the ball, this man Eccles, he looks to be almost through. Well. A bit of a battle between St Helens number 12, Peter Gawley, and Bob Eccles. I think it's more frustration on Peter Gawley's part. But it's a silly penalty to give away in close proximity to those posts. And referee Holsworth indicates that a punch has gone in. Well, with 21 minutes gone of the second half, we still have the unusual feature of waiting for our first conversion or penalty kick. But this is possibly the easiest one of them all. But who knows, we could hit another post. Not this time. It's true, it's slotted between the posts. And so Steve Hesford recalls his first 2 points of the afternoon. The crowd are excited as they go Warrington go into that lead by 8 points to 0. Neil Courtney. Referee John Holsworth getting very, very close in at the play of the balls now. He knows that the tempo of this game is hotting up. And it has hotted up. And yes, he sent him off, Graham Littrot, to St Helens number 9. No hesitation from referee John Holsworth. Well, that could be crucial for St Helens now. Having commanded the scrums by 12 scrums to 4, they see their hooker sadly go down.
Well, this is very, very silly on Graham Littrot. It's sheer frustration. Just watch this. Both knees, and could have really done a lot of damage to young Carl Webb. Deserves sending off and has got sent off. And rightly so.
But all credit to Warrington, and especially this young number 13. They've tackled their hearts out. Harry Pinner. No way round this cover. Whether they've attacked down the middle or whether they've gone round the flanks, these blue shirts of St Helens have been hauled down continually by this Warrington defence. Ronnie Dwayne to take up the running. Bob Eccles. Oh, he's side through. Oh, and an excellent try. That's that man, Bob Eccles. Might well he throw his hands up in the air. He puts Warrington in the lead by 11 points to 0, and significantly, his 11th try of the season. He's so dangerous near that line. Grubbed off the tackle from Neil Holding, and there was no stopping him.
Well, they said his fella should be in the Grapevine test team. Who's to say not after this? A lovely ball off Ken Kelly, but he's a lot to do, this fella, and doesn't he do it well? He strides out and he's got a lot of pace. Watch this, he just puts a little bit of dive in at the end.
No, curls it to the left. He shakes his head, but he's played his part this afternoon. And we should notice here, this man Bob Eccles, his 6th consecutive try of the season, his 11th this year. Just look at him push off Neil Holding, and there's no stopping that man. No wonder many good scribes have reckoned that he should be in the second row spots for this Great Britain side. And Warrington at last win a scrum. I don't think they know what to do with him. Well, they've certainly shown St Helens what to do with the ball whenever they've had it. Neil Courtney. He's had a strong game this afternoon, Neil Courtney. Warrington picked him up from St Helens. Oh, John Fieldhouse, good backing up from Paul Cullen, and there's that man, Ken Kelly, to go over under the post. After 32 minutes of this second half, Ken Kelly puts Warrington even further in the lead by 14 points to 0.
And isn't this about rugby league football? The basic football, a lovely ball of John Fieldhouse, well supported by young Cullen, and here's Ken Kelly, latches onto it, and there's no stopping him. Chased at the end, but just gets over.
One can hardly doubt Warrington's superiority. Already scored 4 tries to none. And this should be a simple conversion for Hesford. It is. And that touch judge's flag signals Warrington now a commanding lead, 16 points to 0. Peter Gawley. Well, he's lost it. John Holsworth, I think, just about to go 15 rounds with Dave Chisnall and Peter Gawley. Well, I wouldn't tangle with those two, John. But at least he was in there, he sorted it out, kept them well apart, and he's given a penalty to St Helens for ball stealing. And good firm refereeing there. He's having a word with the two adversaries. He's saying, look, lads, there's only 2 or 3 minutes to go. Let's leave it a good, clean game. Red-haired man John Fieldhouse, Warrington number 12, but a lot of tackling in here. Harry Pinner, Steve Peters coming up from full-back role now. Mel James, oh, another ball. Play on, wave on, Johnny Smith, St Helens number 14. Warrington will be quite content to tackle St Helens out of this game now in these closing minutes. St Helens skipper Harry Pinner there, he's probed, but to not much effect this afternoon. Nor have there been any breaks on for St Helens number 7, Neil Holding. No chances to show his pace. A last-ditch effort to get some points from St Helens. Roy Mathias. The 6th tackle coming up. Harry Pinner, attempt at drop, but he misses. Well, 2 minutes to go. That attempted drop not successful, so the score still remains at Warrington 16, St Helens 0. Warrington content now in the dying minutes of this game to... Well, he's not content. Bob Eccles chasing that ball. It's a race between him and Steve Peters. Just look at that forward goal. But Steve Peters gets the foot there. But it just shows you the speed of this big, burly second row man, Bob Eccles.
The Foreshores Burnwood Brewery man of the match, chosen by the press, is Warrington's number 1, Steve Hesford.
And Steve Hesford goes for that ball in the knowledge that he's just been chosen the Foreshores Lancashire Cup final man of the match, and how well he deserves it with those 2 splitting runs that made 2 tries. Ken Kelly, John Fieldhouse. Eccles again. Well, he's going for the line. Has he got the legs? No, in fact, somebody got his legs. It was Dennis Litherland. Yes. Well, he's brought out little number 14, John Smith, for hitting a man the size of Bob Eccles.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, please.
I think he's chancing his arm. And with 40 minutes gone, it's still Warrington on the attack. But a forward pass.
I don't think there can be any complaints about this result, because Warrington have really played well in the second half. They've had no possession, but when they've had the ball, they've looked very intelligent, used the ball well, and run very hard with the ball. And nobody can complain about this result.
Scrum, 15 yards out, St Helens line. Referee John Holsworth just checking on a little bout of fisticuffs, I think, between Dave Chisnall and St Helens substitute Roy Mathias. Minutes of injury time. St Helens still vainly looking for those first points on the board. But no, Chris Arkwright pushed over into touch. And as that final whistle goes, Warrington, with limited scrum possession, have won the Forshaws Lancashire Cup with 4 magnificent tries, beating St Helens by 16 points to 0. Warrington might well be delighted, and none more so than that man at the front there, Steve Hesford. He and Bob Eccles and Ken Kelly, I think, have improved their chances of a test place later in the season. Tries by Paul Fellows, Mike Kelly, Ken Kelly, Bob Eccles, and 2 Hesford goals give them a well-deserved 16 points to 0 lead. There's Ken Kelly, the skipper, received the trophy from Mrs Gilchrist, the wife of the chairman of Forshaws, and he raises it aloft. And so Warrington win the Lancashire Cup final for the 9th time in their career. Warrington 16, St Helens 0, and Steve Hesford, the man of the match.
And a nice moment for the Warrington fans there.